No. The tickets are 1 o'clock.
Yep, cool.
Little river cruise for half an hour. That's £8.50.
What I like the thing in your bag from my hand.
Yeah. Got our masks on for the boat trip.
We've got two main marinas in the river. This is Berthon Marina, room for 600 moorings. And then the sheds on the right, they design, build and maintain boats. We're currently looking after the waterfall section. That's called the Mariposa. Built in 1911 on the 1st of March. Circumnavigated the globe. It's in the America's Cup. It's just been sold for 3.75 million.
Four.
I've got mahogany deck, mahogany and teak interior. It's the last one of the time.
There's a ferry to Alawa. That's what you get on.
Oh yeah. Is it?
Here you get on a. They have ones we can drive on and ones you just walk on.
How much they're waterfront one?
No, they're not that big. It's not actually that far. Whereas they probably feel like it's gone really, really far, but it's not.
It's not the one that circumnavigated the globe. It's the lunar mist. The whole world. Not today, thank you.
Let me in. Right, so we've just checked in at the Mortimer Arms Inn hotel, and we're staying here for 2 nights. So we checked out of the New Park Manor hotel this morning because we could only get 3 nights there, because we did only book this trip a couple of weeks ago, so there wasn't great availability considering it's sort of like the last week of the English school summer holidays and also in the bank holiday weekend. So we checked out of there and then we checked into here for 2 nights. So just a little room tour.
Good as well because it's right by Big World.
Yeah, yeah. So this is literally, sorry, this is literally next to the entrance to Portons Park where Peppa Pig World is. So if that's somewhere you're thinking of travelling to, this is like the perfect location. So give you a little flick around the room. It's got a nice little chair. It's all very modern. It looks like it's been quite recently decorated. Possibly even over the lockdown it might have had a paint. It looks all really fresh, doesn't it? So we've got a mirror. Got a fan, TV, and with the TV it's got a button, so it's got Netflix, so if you want to watch like Netflix in the room you can. And it's got this cool little it's like for a wardrobe and shelf. A view out here, so just a view of the car park. Yep. Nice modern lamp. Nice bed, towels left. And again, because of the COVID-19 sort of situation, there's sort of little differences at each hotel. So one of them here is that they don't leave the tea and coffee sachets in your room. What they do is they give you this little pack, so they're all fresh and they're just yours then from then on. And then if you want any extras, they'll give them to you. Another bedside lamp. And something I really love here is the pictures. It does really make you feel like proper New Foresty, doesn't it, where you got the horses and the deer. And then nice little bathroom, and quite modern. Got toilet there, heated towel rail, sink, got a little mirror with light, and a fountain shower. So they've left a little soap here. I did mention it. You might think, oh, there's no toiletries, but toiletries is actually something they would put in a little package for you if you wanted them. But we've got quite a lot of our own, so we've said we don't actually need any toiletries for our stay, which is why there aren't any. But they would have provided those. But overall, quite happy, aren't we? Yeah, it does feel very fresh. I mean, like white paint in a hotel for like doors and stuff is normally a bit of a disaster, isn't it? Because it's normally always a bit old looking.
Yeah, but
this is definitely had a fresh coat of paint at the very least. So yeah, so we're happy. So far so good. So with this, what we've done is we've done a room only. So it's £99 a night, room only. Some 4 stars. We decided not to add breakfast on because it was £16 a person, and we generally find when we do these trips, after having sort of a cooked breakfast for a few days, that we don't really fancy it anymore. So we decided that we would just do room only and then just make our own plans in the morning. We might pop to, we found some quite nice little tea rooms which are only about 10 minutes drive, Bill?
Yeah, not
Lyndhurst.
far.
So in Lyndhurst there's some really nice little tea rooms, so we'll probably go and have a coffee there in the morning. We also bought some things like pastries with us and orange juice, so if we're not hungry we'll just have those in the room before we head out for the day.
Can you upload that then? Hmm?
Not all the banks are open either, so we actually. No, that's fine.
Just to show you the
Right now, I love chicken.
He loves chicken. Look how big it is. Massive portion. That's good. Homemade sticky toffee pudding. And new fries, spin off your ice cream.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What is it?
Nothing. Sticky toffee pudding. You like it?
No, I like it.
Try it. Or you lying? Hey, so we're just back at the room now. So we just had a meal downstairs in the pub at the Mortimer Arms Inn. We both had a really nice meal. We both went for things on the specials, which we've put a little clip in of. So we shared the nachos to start, and then Billy had half roast chicken and chips. As usual, he loves a bit of chicken. And I had a prawn pasta, which was really nice. And then for dessert, Billy had the New Forest banoffee ice cream, and I had the sticky toffee pudding and ice cream. It was all really nice. Staff really friendly, really nice here, and sort of no complaints at all. Really happy with the room, especially for the price we've paid. So we're sort of glad we found this place, and we did book on these couple of days onto our trip. So we've not taken the camera out very much today, and that's mainly just because it's been raining on and off all day, so sort of a bit careful with getting the camera out and when to film. But what we did today is we went to Lymington. which is sort of near sort of the seaside resorts in the New Forest. So there's like a big sort of town there with lots of shops, and there's like a harbour little quay. So we went down there and we found that they were running some boat trips. So we got a ticket, went back about an hour. I think it was about an hour we had to wait until the one that had seats available, and that was really good. So that was $8.50 each, and they did the social distancing quite well on the boat, where they had certain seats that were in use, certain ones that weren't, and we had to wear masks while we were on the boat. But it just was a little trip just for half an hour around the harbours, but it was nice to see, and it was sort of something nice to do when you're sort of sitting, like when you're there. It was something nice to do. And there was lots of families crabbing as well, and we saw quite a few of them actually catching crabs, so that looked like quite fun, something we might do over the next few days. We're not quite sure, but yeah, overall a good day. We went to the Lyndhurst tea rooms after that for some lunch, so put a little clip in of that earlier as well. So Billy had a bacon baguette and some chips, and I had a cream tea. So that was like salmon, cream cheese and cucumber sandwiches, slice of cake. So I went for the toffee apple cake, which was really nice, and then scone with jam and cream and a pot of tea. So that was nice. It was something we sort of found a couple of days ago, thought we'd go back and try. So yeah, overall, another nice day in the New Forest.
Another successful day.
Another successful day. Billy's really knackered, so this is Billy right now. He's collapsed on he's been driving, so he's collapsed on the bed. Yeah, so that's where he is tonight. But yeah, so I know we haven't logged off the vlogs properly the last couple of days. It's been quite tiring days by the end of it, so a couple of times we have forgotten. So we have obviously now checked out of the New Park Manor. Overall we had a good stay. I think value for money was pretty good on the room rate, which was $159 a night with breakfast. But like I think we mentioned a couple of vlogs ago though, the breakfast there wasn't brilliant. We found it sort of got a little bit worse each day, but again, I think with everything that's going on with the changes with social distancing and everything, the staff seemed to be under quite a lot of pressure, so we didn't want to like feel the need to like put in a complaint or anything, because I didn't want that to go through to the wrong people, like the staff that were serving breakfast, who were all doing their best. So we've come to the conclusion that we're not the biggest fans of cooked breakfast overall, especially when you've had it for like 4 days in a row, so that probably doesn't help things. But yeah, so that's why we chose a room only rate here, because we thought we'd rather just get up and go out for the day and just sort food out along the way as we go after that. So tomorrow we're sort of going to head to Buckler's Hard in the morning, so we'll get a few shots of that hopefully, and if where we can't get really good sort of shots on camera, we'll try and insert some pictures just so you can see. But like I mentioned, it's not always easy to get those sort of shots here. But I think that's all for tonight. I think I need to this is us signing off for the day, because we are knackered. Had a good day, but it's tiring.